always had the idea I wanted to do a podcast, but never found the time really, because I've always been about like live stuff, right? I started doing events 2012. Then I did a music tour in 2016. Then I started doing plays. All that I was in MCing. So I was like, the idea of sitting down and talking to people didn't make sense to me because everything was always in person.
Yeah, facts.
But I kept saying, yo, man, like we have to figure a way to grow our online presence because we are able to, like, we have that in person on lock, whatever. But now building an online audience where people who you don't see every day can actually find your stuff and engage with it.
Yeah, for sure. Like building a community, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Are we on record right now?
Yeah, it's recording.
Crazy.
And then the, what do you call it? And then pandemic hit. And then it's like, yeah, that's perfect timing for us anyways.
When the pandemic was my change, was like my, how I put it, like a moment in my life that like really just flipped everything for me. Like it was like, especially for like music stuff. Right. For that parts of my life, it was tough. Like I can't even cap, like uni, graduating, work stuff. Yeah, it was tough. But like for like my street job, as I don't know what you call it, like my music shit, it was literally the best moment of my time, and it was literally what set me up to be like. Like,
was it because then you had time to like dial in and just like strategize?
Yeah, dial in, strategize. I was fresh out of uni. Everybody was online. I met everybody online. Literally, everybody.
I met you online,
bro. Exactly. Everybody.
Clubhouse.
Exactly. Everybody I worked with. Everybody.
Clubhouse days, bro.
I'm 2 years in music, like professionally, right? And like everybody I've worked with, like I don't think I've met more than 10 of them
in person.
I swear to
that's
God.
Crazy.
I think I met 10, and it all started from Clubhouse, COVID, just even Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah.
Like connecting with people from there. It was just the
spaces and that.
Yeah, it was just from there. Like you just build a network from there. But like I said, but for me, in terms of like, I told you guys, I had a podcast in like 2018 called In the Loop. So it was In the Loop was I created it because like, which is crazy because it's funny how I work in music, right? So I'm a big music head. Back in like maybe like 2016, I was always like, in 2016 was the first time I felt like there was a shift in like Afrobeats. As early as 2016, late 2015, I felt like, but it wasn't obvious. It was very much the underground guys. Like I could list a couple names. There was like David Melly, there was Mins. That's why people today I call Mins like an OG, although he just kind of had his record with Buju and Black Bones Pop this year. But it's like that's like an OG if you knew. Like he's been there since 2016 and he's been doing this shit. So there was the Melodies, there was Bob since then. The OT community was still bubbling up. There was Odunsi then. He had his like project, Time of Our Lives. And these weren't popular guys at all. Like these were very on the low guys.
Yeah.
And I tapped into those guys. And then, I got into SoundCloud. And obviously now I'm abroad. Like I have access. I have an iPhone. Nigel, I was using an iPhone. I have an iPhone now. I'm on SoundCloud. SoundCloud algorithm was cracked. Like, bro, like you play an Odunsi record, and the algorithm would just find every underground artist in the country. Yes. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, bro, how do they do this shit? That's some tech shit, of course. But like, from Odunsi, we switched to Thames. I remember Thames just released Mr. Rebel then. It was actually 2 weeks old. Yeah. She wasn't even popping at all. This is nobody knows this. 2017, I remember I was working at a job, a call center job. Whenever I had free time, I would just click on SoundCloud and let the music play in my ear. That's how I found out about Teams back in 2017. Mr. Rebel, first song, first release. I think there was a song before that on SoundCloud. I can't remember the name of the track. But then that was just fresh. First, at least proper release. Then I went into a dark hole and I found the OAU boys. The
Fireboy, Black Bones,
Ashake.
Yeah.
These guys were nothing.
Yeah.
I think at that point, Ox had his first 2 songs. They don't have drums in them. They were just a cappella tracks. That was like his thing. Like they were tracks without drums, just keys, and he would just be spazzing. I can't remember the name of the songs. Like they were like prayerful songs. There was Fireboy's SoundCloud till today is the most cracked SoundCloud you can. Okay, maybe now it has gotten a bit dated because Soundscape has kind of accelerated like super fast. But like back then, he had about like 12 songs on SoundCloud. Some of them have reached the re-released. Jealous was on that SoundCloud back in 2015, 2016. They re-released it when he signed to YBNL. On his project, there are 2 other songs there. remember there was a YBNL Mafia project where when Olamide had to Picasso them, there were 2 tracks there for Fireboy. They were on that SoundCloud. So Olamide basically just took songs that were already on SoundCloud, and just released it. That was how like I was underground Afrobeats, like, bro. And I was caught up in this high. I'm like, bro, this is not Whiskey, this is not Davido, this is Burna.
Yeah,
I mean, this is not Burna. These are kids my age that are making this music. I remember YP. I used to argue, I'm like, YP cannot be my age. That nigga sounds like he's a fucking like for me, I'm like, yo, I'm listening to trap artists then. The Migos were just popping then. And I'm hearing somebody in Lagos that is 17 years old and he sounds similar. Yeah. And it doesn't sound as corny or as fake, right? Funny because that nigga just blocked me. But
what'd you do?
Well, some people you meet online and some people you lose online.
That nigga just blocked me because I find it that I critique something in my close circle. Somebody from my close circle took a screenshot
and put it out there.
Send it to him.
Send to him. They didn't put it out.
Yeah, that's the only way.
That's tough.
They didn't put it out. Send it to him and then the nigga. Which is funny because that means the guy came back to Twitter, searched my name and blocked me. And we don't follow each other. But I'm a big fan of his music regardless. Like I don't know him personally, so it's cool.
Can we get it? Cool, who that is?
YP Psycho.
Oh, it's YP. Oh,
yeah,
YP.
Psycho, yeah, that's what I said. But like, I don't know him personally, so not that deep. But yeah, like back then, I was caught up in that high. I also had a couple guys in my high school that were close to him, Chimsy, Benji. They used to make music too, and that one I wasn't seeing it in real time. People that could make music, and after when we graduated, I used to hear their music. I'm like, these guys are good. That's how I got into like just being like, I was like, okay, you know what? I tell people like, you guys stop listening to all these Whiskey, David. They're not giving you anything. There are boys that are coming. Like, these are tracks. Like, these are guys that are making amazing music, right?
Because they are hungry.
Because they're like, you get. I'm like, I used to try and put people onto all these guys, all these low-key guys. Part of the reasons why. So that particular moment in my life sprung up 2 things. I knew I wanted to be a part of music because I wanted to be a part of what was coming because I could see it already. And 2, I wanted to be able to put people onto what was coming.
Right.
So that sprung up the part of me being a manager and me being a podcaster because I felt like being a manager, I could let people know. No, being a manager, I could work with these artists I could be a part of Afrobeats, the next generation of Afrobeats.
Right.
I could be a part of the process.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have a podcast where I could let people know that there is actually something coming. That's why I called it In the Loop. I wanted to keep people in the loop of what was. Yeah. Because I felt like people started losing touch.
Yeah.
Even when we graduated in 2017, 2018,
there
were things that were actually happening. I mean, some of the execs, like Badu, Olamide, ended up signing Fireboy. People were still late on that. I'm like, bro, you all need to free these mainstream guys and listen to actually what's coming next. That's kind of how I just. So yeah, I had my podcast, and my podcast was just there to talk strict music, and I would try not to talk about no Wiz, no David, no Burna. I'll just speak about new guys. Like literally, I was always on the hunt for new music. Shout out to SoundCloud. Like I said, SoundCloud was doing the damn job for me. I just need to play one track and I'm on a roll. Like I'm listening to like everything I need to like listen to, and yeah, that's how I found half these guys. I don't believe there's any artist that has popped in the last 7 years in Afrobeats that I did not know their music a while
before they pop.
Literally I told you the Oye Boy, all of them. Every single one.
Even Rema was Rema present? Like was his presence in
So Rema's so there are a few artists that I didn't know about. I'll say Rema is one of them.
Right.
I didn't know. I obviously I knew earlier than the average fan.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't super early because for some reason, I mean, he was in gospel,
but he was also not in Lagos.
He was also not in Lagos. And he did gospel. So but I did know that there was a voice on Turn Up with Wiz and Ricardo that was not Wiz. And there was word on the streets that that's a new guy that John Jazzy was about to roll with. So at least I had that knowledge before that, but I didn't have any material to go with.
Right.
Ruga as well kind of came out from nowhere as well. So yeah, apart from those ones, there's nobody else. Ira, I had listened to Ira prior before. I had a couple songs, like 1 or 2 songs before. But I wasn't as loud, I guess maybe.
Yeah.
But like obviously, like that's the whole point of like artist development, right?
Yeah, for
sure. And I think that's the thing, that's the beauty of like the Jonesing and maybe like structure. Like the reason why I wouldn't know a Rema before, maybe because I didn't even like those guys, like the artist development shows in them.
Yeah.
Like so,
Yeah,
so
he
they were.
actually does.
That means they were raw as hell. They probably
Yeah.
like it was raw time.
Yeah.
And they season them up to what they are, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that structure that
No,
like
you can't.
you can't beat that structure that those guys have.
I like the way they actually let the season first before they bring them out, right?
Yeah.
Because I think someone mentioned how like I think it was actually I heard it from one of Davido's recent interviews, right?
Yeah.
What the Jazzy usually does, he takes artists into his camp, like
Yeah.
to grill them and train them before they even start releasing stuff.
Yeah,
right?
there's like a whole
So I guess
like a whole school, I believe. I think there's like
Right.
like an
Wow,
academy
that's-
of them. Like he's almost like releasing like writers now, just strictly writers, producers.
wow.
It's a whole like I think people, you know, I mean there's arguments that you see on Twitter online. Although I don't like to feed into a lot of casual arguments because I know that people are casual, so they don't. And I'm not trying to judge them because they are casual. Like it's not everything you have extensive knowledge about. So you usually, and I guess Twitter is a space where everybody feels like they need to give an opinion on things they might not even have that much knowledge. But people talk about, you know, Ayomide and John Jazzy, who has the bigger cosign.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a very like minute conversation to just speak on cosign. And people are looking at it that, oh, if John Jazzy to tweet today, if Ayomide to tweet today, who would drop fast? I'm like, but if you know like the depth of what Don Jazzy, the system he has, there's nothing that beats that. Like Badu will get there, like Olamide will get there. I mean, obviously now he has Fireboy, he has Ashke. Just build a structure around that. But like first of all, Don Jazzy is 3 generations in.
True that.
3 generations of
And some people don't get that, and the guy's still
Yeah.
going.
and the guy's
And
still
they're
going like
still going,
he
yeah.
has like it's not
Guy rebranded and his rebrand is still
bro, it's
yeah.
3 generations in.
Even like an
It's-
upcoming artist.
But now it's 3 generations in, and it is at the highest form. Like these guys have 2 buildings dedicated to just Maven projects. They have a film space for just dedicated to their videos. They have an academy of artists. I think they said almost 200. Or how many artists? Like a stupid amount of number of artists.
Wow.
that are in there. Like
That's ridiculous.
it's deep. It's deeper than just.
and it's dedication. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's dedication.
Dedication is also knowing the business. It's also knowing how you want to structure. Like you understand the fickleness of the music space in Nigeria because it is a very fickle space. 1 + 1 doesn't really equals 2
Nah, at all.
half the time. You do 1 + 0.1 before you reach 2. So it's he understands that game, he knows how to, and he has been able to create. He has a whole like workforce, salary, payments. Like
Yeah.
a lot of them are like people I've met, friends, people I've made friends of, people like it's like young boys like that just had passion for music. Like we just wanted to talk our shit on Twitter. From there we found ourselves doing music, right? Like so bro, you can't beat that. But then obviously there's Badu is streets, so
for
he
sure.
speaks like streets will move. But like I said, Don Jazzy is an whole is an industry.
Yeah, he's an industry by himself.
So it's bigger than
Godfather
just
movement.
cosign. All right, so I appreciate that for him.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's 13 minutes in. You already know you already know who the kind of guest we got on today is.
Yeah,
ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen.
Kill me.
That's the longest intro for any guest we've done on this podcast. That's for sure, man. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. And we're gonna talk all things, including music and stuff. But I want to start with this. And I think this might sound very corny when I play this, but it's just how much love and respect I have for this person. Definitely a fan of that artist.
that's a child,
yeah, he's based.
You say new baby?
New baby, yeah.
New baby based in Winnipeg.
That's his.
Oh
his
yeah,
team,
so
his
that's the
people.
artist you're managing, yeah? And you're still managing it? Is it? That's crazy.
You should just text him and I was like, no good talk rubbish.
Nah, but I got put on to him through you. Because like I said, we met on Clubhouse, and then obviously I can't remember how it is, but like when Clubhouse started and we're all new in all those spaces.
Yeah.
You came up like, yo, my name is Taj. I'm in music. I manage you, and then that's why I got put on to him as well. And
I was on Clubhouse doing the business. I was chasing. I remember when I'm talking to people like, we're young Clubhouse in all those rooms doing shows, kiss, so this kind of. I'm like, no, bro, trust me.
never.
You never catch me. I was always in the music room. I was then connecting people. There are people that I'm in Canada. I can't reach them. It's like unless I fly back home, I met them there. People that I met young boys like me too. Like I said, who just had passion for music and were around the ecosystem of nowhere. And in fact, I was telling one of my I met this guy. He owns a magazine, like a blog / magazine. It's called TXT. Well, he's part of the team. His name is I think it's Crady. So we met on Clubhouse. We've always had a nice relationship. I guess he just took fun on me, right? And this was back in like when was the pandemic? 2020, and I knew he worked at TXT, and he was part of the owners of TXT. I'm not exactly sure what exactly the context is. And I remember seeing his bio then. His bio was co-founder TXT Mag. That was 2020. Randomly I saw him pop up on my because so when I'm doing my press releases, I send out to TXT. They always support my artists, right? And I think, but it's been a while. I've looked at his account because at some point I didn't have to message him like, "You how far, my guy?" Because me, in the beginning there's a lot of chasing. Yeah, I guess I've been hearing me support my artists. Yeah. After a while, it became automated. Once I send an email, they do normal. So I haven't really had to DM him or send a message to him. His team just kind of supports. Yeah. So recently, 2 days ago, I just saw him. I haven't seen this nigga in a while. Let me even see if I can hit him up. I opened his bio. This bio there before that was just co-founder of TXT Mag. He's now some head of something in Trace TV. Right. And guess who he manages? Yeah. Magic Sticks.
Oh shit.
I'm like, really? As for Magic Sticks that like still last year. Yeah. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Like that's how it is. Like there's a couple guys, there's cool people, man. But when I first met them, we were just on Clubhouse. Yeah. And like now they're working at like music operations, working with big artists on the road. So yeah, like I said, most of these people I probably would have met them if not for like social media and the pandemic, and I 100% use that to my advantage.
That's dope. I mean, we all do, man. And that's what everybody should be doing at this point. We're in a digital age. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your humble and gracious host. I go by the name Mr. Dre. I'm in the building with my nearest and dearest of friends. 5 minutes to talk to him.
Yeah. Signing in this Ministry of Vibes is your minister, Ayomide TAJ, Dafri Ego, aka Triple E, aka The Partition Ego, aka what? You know what is popping. Let's get it popping.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by the man, the legend, the only one. I don't know what you guys knew him as. I know him as TAJ. Founder of TAJ Agency, Immaculate Taste, my brother, my friend. And one I've just loved to see grow in the space that he's been in and contribute to the conversations that he's been able to contribute to, and just put on amazing projects with the people that he's working with. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's TAJ for you, man.
It's crazy. I just started recently accepting the name TAJ.
Yeah,
I swear to God. I was like, yo, just call me Ayo, man. Like,
I don't know about that.
But then I think working in music makes you understand the power of branding.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to stand out. Yeah. So I was like, ain't nobody called TAJ besides me, right? Yeah. It's become my thing right now. So I in fact, recently I introduced myself to somebody, a girl, and I call myself TAJ. I said, wow, TAJ.
And so it begins.
I'm like, right.
The legend of TAJ.
What does TAJ stand for?
That's the first 3 letters of my last name.
TAJ.
My last name is TAJ Amawo. It's a very long, complicated name.
Right.
Yeah, I picked out. So, I mean, first time joining Twitter, my name is Ayo TAJ. I put AY TAJ. That was how that came about. So in high school, a couple of my guys in high school used to try and call me TAJ, but what used to stick more was AY. That's typical Ayo nickname AY. I mean, my family calls me, my mom AYO. Some very corny ass uncles, AY dots. .com. That's the worst thing.
That's the worst one. That's crazy.
They would tease me, sir. Yeah. But like I said, there's a lot of AYOs, there's a lot of AY dots. They've used it. So I think, but like TAJ just always still felt very, I guess, cheesy.
Anybody say Taj Mahal?
Some people try to be funny like that. Dry ass joke. But aside that, so like I just. Yeah, and in recent times, like I said, when I understood the power of branding and the power of standing out, I was like, no, you have to run with this name. So I haven't made a conscious effort to switch all my IG names to make sure. I first wanted to say just Ayo TAJ, but I was like, you know what? Even this Ayo, it's too generic. Just use on my Instagram is Ayomide TAJ, because at the end of the day, my TAJ is always going to stand out, and then all my names are like TAJ. So yeah. I now enjoy the name. Like I said, I'm starting to introduce myself to women as TAJ. That's crazy because I always feel like, let's say your first name.
It's crazy. But speaking about branding, I think I've told the story before. When I started in the industry, when I came to Canada, I had this perception that people wouldn't accept me if I told them my name was Namdi in the job space. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, Namdi Nigeria is a very common name, and that's also the mentality I had too. And so I went with Mr. Dre for the longest while. But then after school, working for a while and not trying to get into the spaces that I want to. It's crazy, but like Mr. Dre doesn't stand out as much as I thought it would be.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally a Dre.
Yeah.
There's one Dre. That Dre is gonna be yeah, man. That's
so now like I mean obviously like I'm okay with it because again I've had to work and obviously like I've put in the time to like stand out a little bit ish, but like trying to get into the broadcasting space, the TV space and all that. Namdis are what I go by. Like my coworkers,
also just that
just call me Namdis because like there's like go to radio, listen to Canadian radios. Like how many Namdis do you know?
And then again, like you're also lucky. You're in a country that has like it's very multicultural.
Exactly.
So it is not awkward that your name is not normal.
Yeah.
Like your name not being normal is kind of
It's
part
like
of this. It's a Canadian thing.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
If you get an English and you fall into the category of like boring. It will even be boring, like the Joshes and Bryans.
Yeah.
People get it that because that's the whole essence of Canada. I would say maybe if it's in America and England, they have their own strong cultures. White dominated, but here we're very much diverse. Like you hear Indians, you hear Jamaicans, everybody. You calling yourself Namdi, you trust me, it will stick.
Yeah. How's your weekend been, Taj?
It was eventful. It was out. I mean, I saw you Friday, Saturday. Your weekend was like my weekend. Yeah, it was a whole lot of birthdays this weekend.
Yeah,
for some reason,
weird reason.
So I don't know what happened. Wait, what's the 9 months before April? Maybe I don't know.
I always do that for 7 months when there's a lot of birthdays. I did that for February, but it's not it. I did that for March, and it's not it. So I'm just like,
makes no sense. Yeah, there was a whole lot of birthdays this week, so there was a lot of outings, clubs. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, the club is my natural element. I would say mainly because of the music. I'm also like a very social person, so that also helped me in networking. In fact,
that's the first time I'm seeing someone speak positive about the clubs.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. Like, there are people out there that probably be like, "Yo, Taj, you club too much, right?" I mean, it's off the fact of a couple reasons. I mean, once again, I can club a lot because I don't drink.
Which is crazy to me, but we had a conversation already.
Yeah. I know people don't believe me because they see me in clubs and I look drunk half the time.
And you're in a booth, there's section, there's bottles. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't be clubbing. But I've bought bottles, but like it's not my thing. I don't drink, so it's clubbing for me is easy because I don't come back home with hangovers or all of that. Like I said, it's crazy because it's good I'm here. I can speak on shit like this, but I exist very well in chaos. So there's a certain I tell you that
dangerous.
I tell you that for free. Like I always tell people, if you want to, like, what's my ideal vacation? Take me to New York. Don't take me to no beach with no buildings and no.
Wow.
You
want the happenings.
Yeah, I can handle myself in chaos. I think it's like a drug. Like, so I know how to be myself. I know how to exist in chaos. And like I said, it stems from me being a very super social person. And I had to be social because I'm an only child. That was the only way I could have people to speak to.
Yeah.
So I started, in my estate, I was the guy that just used to be around everybody. School, same shit. Always been a social guy. Obviously, big fan of music, which I believe stems from the fact that I could dance. I used to be breakdancer until that became lame, and then we started dancing more African dances, shots, African dances, right? So yeah, like I think it stems from that point, like being an only child, having to be social, being social, and then working in music, obviously knowing the power of networking, meeting people. I mean, this space is for a reason, so I can meet people.
Facts, because that's where
my work would be.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where I work, right? So
yeah.
I need to know the DJs. I need to know who can help me push.
And you know what the sound. You want to know what the sounds are sounding like.
Even as corny as it sounds, in a city like Toronto, which we're still trying to hack how to like push music here, amongst like the African community, like who the hell is popular here? I need you people to be so I need to know you guys. Because when my artist is starting to put out music, I want to be able to. You're all sort of like mini influencers to me. Even though people just look at you guys like, oh, that nigga that's in the club popping bottles. But yeah, no, like he has some form of pull.
Yeah.
And if he fucks with the song, maybe his friends group will fuck with the song.
Yeah.
And maybe their own friends group will fuck with the song. And that's how it grows, right? So because it's still a very weird space we're in Canada, although everybody knows they are Nigerians here. but it is not still tight.
Yeah.
That connection is still. Yeah. So there's a lot of informalities with the game here, right? I've only been in Toronto a year now. I've been in Canada since 2016, but I've only moved to Toronto last year. And that's what I'm basically outside doing, trying to really see what exactly is going on, see where I need to do certain things. And by God's grace, this year in the next 1 month, a lot of the projects I have is about to step out. It's been my first time really working something around space. And I've met a lot of people. So that's why I like the club. The club helps a lot. But but I understand the average girls that give me a red flag because of it. I get it. Like, I can't date a guy that's always in the club. Yeah. Unfortunately,
you're not for everybody, to be honest.
I can't be for everybody, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, he thrives in danger.
Like I said, and I feel like to an extent I can hold myself in the club. Like, I always talk about I don't go to club for women primarily. No, it doesn't, not really my like. I don't go to clubs for women specifically. I mean, I go to them to have fun. I mean, women help in having fun, but it's not like I'm not being too aggressive with it. So I'm trying to get numbers and stuff. No.
And it's not the goal. So
it's not my goal per se. My goal primarily, aside from like I said, getting to know people and work stuff, is to have fun, man. And I can have fun with just guys, girls, everybody singing, dancing, how to dance. That's my thing. Yeah. So
before I go any further, what do you think about people performing in Nigerian clubs?
So at first I used to like look down on it. I used to be like, because you look around the club and nobody pays attention. Yeah. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's caring. Nobody's shazamming. Maybe like 1 or 2 people. Yeah. I used to judge it, but thinking harder about it, there's absolutely no reason. There's nothing wrong with it. The only reason why it doesn't connect here is I don't believe there's a lot of good Afrobeats artists in Canada. I think that's fundamentally the issue.
Isn't that an opportunity to get into that it's not a tight competition, it's not big in there, so it's something it's for anybody now to grab. It's for anybody to grab, isn't that?
I mean, that's music in general now. Making music easy, right? See, you guys are recording a podcast here, you don't need a studio. Same thing. I'll just can make music anywhere right now. So the barrier of entry is very low. You can make music and upload online. You don't even need to pay for shit. Yeah. So that's generally how it is. Everybody has access to it. If you want to make music, you can make music. So it's part of the game, but I think at the end of the day, quality just still has to separate the regular from the. And I think the quality is not strong. I think that's why there's no connection in the clubs. I also think a lot of people need to focus on pushing the music before going to the shows. Going to the shows, being unknown, I don't know how much it can turn back to the music. Right. Especially if the music is not that great. Yeah. Do you understand? Because even your performance, if you're a new artist, how you be shy at his nerves can't be that great, right? I mean, obviously now the ones that are super confident will obviously gain more attention, right? I would say, I'll give a good example of somebody that I admire a lot, right? Bolu, right? I think Bolu is a hard worker. And he's not even just a hard worker because he travels around, pushes, he talks to people. Bolu knows everybody. Bolu, like how I put it, Bolu knows everybody. Everybody. Bolu is ready to talk to. He's ready to message 10,000 people to listen to his music. He has socialized enough to do that. And that's why I said at the end of the day, we're in a very informal space. Right. We don't have a structure. We don't have a plug here, the music trickles down to everybody. Right. You literally have to insert yourselves in every friend circle. To get the music. Exactly. Do you know how hard that is? You have to be a social demon. Yeah.
Bro, as a podcaster, I have to do that.
For sure.
Because I'm trying to pass the message. When I'm not going to say anything, just being in this space, just say, hey, this is my face. You know what I'm saying?
It's different in a system where there's people who have big followerships, influencers, stakeholders that you just, if they say one thing, there's a bunch of people that will just align. Yep. A bunch of people like that, right? In this situation, it's the same thing, but just in a smaller nature, which is you and your 10 friends. Yeah. You and your 50 friends. Yeah. You and your 1,000 friends. And Bolu, he sets himself in every situation, every city across this country. The guy is a socialite. He's he lives that life.
No. That's a great point you raised, because like, you know, sometimes like people like my guys be like, yeah, like how do you keep on going out to all these places that you shouldn't be at, or doing like, yo, bro, like at the end of the day is the reason why I'm able to do a show in Calgary. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day is the reason why I can say, hey, I might be able to do a show in this or that place, or do some things, or, you know, call some people up, and it's because we have to insert ourselves in these spaces. And like, it wouldn't be, for example, like, you know, maybe having a conversation with you, I have to insert myself in a space where me and you can align to be able to say, hey, can we have new? You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing. So it's definitely very important. And like you said, like I think that artists, like, I feel like some artists treat club performances as like, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so just come unprepared.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's that. It comes with also not. It comes with it, right? It comes with me when I say I don't think there's a lot of good Afrobeat artists. It's everything. Like, you have to understand what you want. And I don't want to make it look like me. I'm not blown. Me and my niggas haven't blown. But we're only 2 years in, right? And I know we've seen a lot of success, right?
Yeah.
And we've not really done shows in the club. Mm-hmm. Because that's not. There's different ways to this music, right? It's not one
exactly.
Way. So one thing for sure, nobody should say everything I say here is whole and is the
it's the one way.
There's different ways to do it, but we kind of go a different route, because I'm sure what I was going to pull it back to the quality, right? There's a certain level of quality that has, for us to be able to create a system and structure around pushing entertainment and music around this space, right? There has to be a trusted source, right, which gives trusted materials. So it's one thing for us to have many influencers in the community, but then they are telling us to listen to songs that are trash. Do you understand? Like, there's no effect. So it's like yo, like, okay, you're telling, yes, I fuck with you. You're a social person. You have 20,000 followers on Instagram, but the people you keep telling me to listen to, I don't like the music. Yeah, I don't like the music. And also, there's also a form of validation they look for from Nigeria. Is it a popping song in Nigeria first, or is it a thing? Does it have cosigns?
Yeah, but Nigeria's market is very different.
It's very different. It's very cosign heavy. But so like, basically, I think the quality has to ooze at the end of the day. Quality has to be out there. And one big community that I admire a lot is the Cruiser community. You know Cruiser?
Yeah.
Which Cruiser?
The guys that do like the I'm a problem, the dark room thing.
Yeah, it's owned by 3 people. It's,
they had that gig with Nike recently.
Foot Locker, yeah.
Foot Locker.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's Kiga. Oh my god.
Hansel.
Yeah, and then there's Aminzi.
Yeah, Minzy.
Yes,
better.
Yeah. So they're I don't think any of them is Nigerian, funny enough.
No,
none of them. I think Kiga. Oh my god, I know.
I mean, they have worked with Nigerians like Martin Sess, Razak.
Show them.
Yeah.
Show them camp, right? So it's a community where they're DJs, right? But you can tell that they are quality DJs. Like, have you been to a Cruiser party before?
I didn't, because it's just too claustrophobic for me, bro.
Yeah, it's not our typical with the sections and the bottles. It's a full rave, right?
Yeah. Like, I would go to a Caruso party if it was in a large space. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
It was in a very tight space where, like, I saw people like, come together.
They have a new spot. I don't know if you've been there. Yeah, it's a bit bigger, but it's not the biggest, of course. Downtown, not much space. Yeah. But like I said, they are quality DJs. Mm-hmm. They move as a unit.
Yeah.
They have an ideology that flows from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
They've built a community based on the fact that they do amazing DJ work. They flip songs. They're Amapiano. They know their shit. Mm. There's a certain level of quality that created that community.
That's dope.
Do you understand? Mm. And I think in places like music, we lack that. Do you understand? And it oozes into the shows, and the upcoming artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that something that you want to tackle? Like, as a person, because I know that there's a lot of issues and and you have your own goals. I mean, you realize the issues, but is that something that you think you want to tackle?
So it's a current conflict for me,
right?
And my boys. Sometimes we understand the space we're in, that it is untapped because nobody has done it right. So we feel like, okay, should we be the saviors? To an extent, like, do I care to be the savior?
No, speak your truth, man. Because
that's like the biggest, like,
that's
the big question I don't have an answer to at this moment.
Again, so fun fact, like, we've been doing music, not just doing music, but we've been part of the music community for a long time. Yeah. since 2012. Like I was telling you, I was doing a show called The Rouge Affair with my guys, and ideally we put on artists on some of the, I won't say the biggest stages, but some of the most.
It was the biggest stage.
Some of the great, some great stages. You know what I'm saying? Like these are venues that people probably will never go back to. You know what I'm saying? Like
Interesting.
I was, like I don't like to toot my own horn, but I was one of the first.
Chuchito.
I was one of the first guys to put on a show at Opera House in 2015. That's when I started. That's when I started fucking with Opera House.
One of that venues like that. It's very old.
It's historic.
Bro,
it's historic.
It's historic.
So my thing was I started doing a show 2012 to 2015, and so the idea was to put on a live show, like live band, the entire process. So I worked with a bunch of people, a bunch of artists, and what I have not realized at the time was I was doing something that was kind of ahead of its time in a way of speaking.
Yeah.
Because the artists that I had worked with, most of them were in school, so them, weren't sure that's what they were going to do. And so, and there was no necessarily a community to get like.
Did the CBGs?
They were part of it then, yeah.
CBG was part of it. There's a bunch of them in CBG.
It touched like a lot of artists.
There's a lot of artists, man. Most of the people that are doing music today all passed through. When we toured in 2016. And so in 2016, I started touring, went to Something Dope tour. We did 5 universities.
Yeah.
I sat down with these guys. I was like, yo, man, like, I don't know if I can still do this anymore.
Yeah, man. Yeah, at some point, man, it's draining. You just feel like, do I want to be the savior?
Yeah.
Do I want to actually just do my shit for me?
And then we fast forward to 2021, and most of the things that, again, like I'm of that ideology that it's like there's nothing necessarily that original. It's just everything has been adjusted, flipped, redone, rebranded, and has been brought out again. And like, yo, man, like I miss doing the things that I used to do. And I asked them, like, yo, guy, like, how far like should we try and run this peak? I'm like, nah, bro, don't do it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna sit down and act like I have an answer to that question. It is one of the toughest decisions. There's because there's so many factors to it. Don't forget that so people here are chasing different things. So
exactly.
Like, bro, I just did my selfie on Saturday, straight from the club. Imagine.
Congrats.
That's a step.
Club, because my PR application is about to go out in the next 2 weeks. There's a lot of that, and you want to make sure you are still on track for that.
Yeah,
and you guys already know the
that's important.
I just submitted mine in December, so I'm just praying.
Your parents already told you that.
Praying.
I remember one time they told me I sent you to Canada to actually get your PR. I don't know how you want to do it, but that's it. Obviously, you have to graduate to do that. So so it comes with it. But yeah, so at the end of the day, there's all these factors. I think one thing for sure is that what you've done, right, has definitely left a mark. It's not something that's going to change in a short period of time, and you might not be the person that sees the change, right? I mean, by God's grace, we'll live to see what all those changes are. But sometimes you just do what you have to do, and the funny thing is that you think you've given up, and you're just doing what you do for yourself, but it's actually creating a blueprint and an impact for the others, right?
I guess
who will come and do what they have to do, and it will keep being redone and done and done until there's actually some form of, like I said, a system and a structure. I just feel like, bro, sometimes when I'm writing press releases for my artists, I would say Lagos based.
Okay, that could hit a different mark. I don't go lie.
Yeah, I'll say Lagos based because like I need these people back in Nigeria to be able to back me.
Yeah,
right. And they're not going to back a nigga in Canada unless the music really slaps. And sometimes by them reading the description, they're just like, Canadian artist, why is he sending us?
Yeah.
What does he sing in Canada?
So, I think that actually affects a lot.
So why not? So I just back, and because I also have an ideology that people hear, because guess what? When all the big artists in Nigeria pop, they chart in Canada. So that means the Nigerians listen to their shit.
Yeah.
But the Nigerians don't want to listen to the Canadians here.
Yeah.
It's that ideology you got to blow elsewhere.
To be
that's why I also say the market in Nigeria is different. The way they hustle and get their stuff, like the mentality to work your music is different from the one that they do here. I think artists here, a lot of them are lazy.
I won't say lazy is the word, because bro, making music,
no, it's not the making music. It's like you make the music and then get it out or put in the work to get it.
I'll say this, right? I'll say at the end of the day, artists are meant to just be artists, right?
Right.
You have to have other people that care enough to do
that's
extra
stuff. Something I preach about.
And I know, and in the whole of this space, I don't know how many people do. There are not up to 20 of us. That when I mean like that know,
I know that properly know their shit.
they know their shit.
Yeah.
There's not that many of us in this like I would say this city and maybe the country, that in this African community, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of us that know their shit, and I don't think I don't think the ones that know their shit, they care to be the savior. That's the funny part about this shit. Like, often somebody has to do it. I don't know if it's going to be me, but there's a bunch of.
Well,
people.
that's the truth, man.
I mean, like,
the truth.
there's I don't know if you know Maiwa,
Yeah.
Swego.
Yeah, Swego.
Yeah.
Swego ain't doing no more.
He
Man.
won't do that shit.
He ain't doing that shit no more. He tried. It didn't work out.
You know, the funny thing is, like, I was actually sort of like an artist management back in the day. It was like
back in the day.
between 2013 and 2015, right? So, and when you're talking about these press releases, I started seeing how things were different, because I was sending press releases to like Not Just Okay, TX, and we have like, that was even when, around that period was when Yvonne Ben's The Kaleidoscope was popping, right? Like, that was when she started, not was popping. So it's like sending it to all the different people. Now you can understand why sometimes these emails can be ignored, right? These press releases can be ignored.
Yeah,
like,
it's one of those things. Like, I've spoken to people I have friends in all these media houses. Yeah, like, I'm sure that if they see a Canadian artist, like, why are you sending it to us? You understand? And then again, like, if they even by any chance listen, there's a certain level of watered downness.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, Nigeria's a madhouse. Like, when I mean Nigeria's a madhouse, like, the producers and the artists coming out of that country, forget, like, it would be hard for anybody here to even just compete. Like it is like, I always tell people that, I don't know, maybe I'm biased because I'm from that culture, I'm from Nigeria and I'm from Afrobeats, but I don't know if other genres are like Afrobeats. It's very, or maybe African music in general, it's very spiritual.
Yeah.
It's like, it's, how do I put it? Like, 95% of that industry doesn't write. There's a certain level of, like, a lot of them do one takes. Like, or there's like not even say a lot of them do one takes, but like, we have a strong identity, very strong identity, and like, it oozes in the music. Like, you can't just appropriate it if you don't live it.
Yeah.
If you don't live and breathe like Afrobeats.
Yeah.
Your Afrobeats will have comma.
Afrofusion.
Yeah. It will have comma.
Afro swing.
You can't
Afro bounce.
You can't be an R&B babe. And you know, one day you just say, I want to start saying Komole and Kuso. It's okay.
No.
It will not sit right.
Come on,
like, it will not sit right. There's a certain level of, you have to be of that ilk.
Yeah.
You have to really be of that ilk. There's a way you weave the way they weave words, the way they weave lamba.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a superpower.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you can't fathom it. I mean, that's artists in general, though. Artists in general, I feel like they are like making music is almost like a superpower. Like, because like how you sit down, they come up with melodies so fast. And then again, that's how you separate the good ones from like the mid ones, right?
Right.
I would say, like, one day, I always tell people that, I mean, I just hope, I pray every day that one day me gets new K. And also I work with a girl called African as well, right? But I'm going to speak towards Nu, right? Because me and Nu have really existed in the same space. African had more of the internet. I haven't seen her in the studio yet, but I work with her. K as well. I've seen K in the studio. But I just moved to Toronto last year, so I've just done 1 year. But me and Nu, we've been in the studio. And some of the things that he has done in front of my eyes, I can't explain it. Like, you can play a beat here. Nu has just walked into the house. He hear the beat as he's walking inside. He will come to it on mic. And he will voice the song for you. I tell you for free, that master jam verse. One take.
That's crazy.
He just tweaked some words after that.
Yeah.
That was the melody. Like, straight up. Like it's like, and that's why I believe he's like, there's a certain like, I mean, obviously with Afrobeats, we're not looking for it to pen out words and be saying conjunctions and a lot of English grammar. Like, it's the delivery.
Right.
It has to feel like like I feel like people like it's crazy because like we party to Afro pop song and we just party to it.
Yeah.
Like if you guys understand like how these guys like weave these things together, right? Or you piece out their idea, like you piece out the songs, you see greatness in this, and then when you now realize that they recorded it in 10 minutes, that's what really blew your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Like it is that like the girl tell me they don't even come back to it. That's why sometimes there might be technical flaws.
Yeah.
But those technical flaws is I guess what creates
The makes the song.
it makes them like I mean yeah. So like sometimes the drums are maybe too harsh, they're not clean.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be spice. So you really have to be a part of. You have to really be about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're in Canada. You're not in the system. You don't even hear the everyday lamba.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what's going on in the streets. You
Yeah.
don't know. So you're already at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right. Unless you are actively trying to know what is going on in the country.
Yeah.
And that's one of New's biggest pluses. Because aside being an artist, New's a music head. Like he listens. Like the same way I'm talking about these guys, the same way he was. That was what we bonded on. The fact that you listen to people that are not popular. And we just knew it from like underneath. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So New like, and then he's also well versed as well because he listens to. I mean, New will still argue with you, Jay-Z every day.
Yeah.
He still argue. You know, he's way more diverse in music than even me. I'm still a bit more streamlined. He can listen to a lot of things.
Backyard bands.
But I'm gonna say like in terms of like pushing music back home and stuff like that, right? It's actually in a better place from even just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy because like when I even first started, it sounds weird, but the game has changed. In fact, it makes more sense to actually even back to try and create something around Canada now because there's TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok is
TikTok
TikTok has
TikTok's like no record label. It is choose which artist.
TikTok is a social media universal music group.
It has been heightened in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So like right now, you can make Afrobeats in your parlor in Canada.
Yeah.
And you can get a form of buzz
Yeah.
across the diaspora.
Yeah.
And I mean you know Niger TikTok, there's only trend. Your music can reach like the ends of this earth if they are going in favors you right and you do the right content.
It's crazy because like when Davido dropped his album, for some reason Ayo was trending on TikTok.
Yeah, it's just random shit, man.
I was just like, what?
Bro, I mean, bro, Omale's unreleased verse is trending the fuck. Verse that's not out on Soweto. It's like,
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw
there's
that.
nothing that can go. Things
Wait,
like,
there was a third person that did a verse that is not on the official
on the
remix.
song, yeah.
There was a third artist.
No, it's Omale now.
I haven't,
Wait,
I haven't
who is
checked
the
that out.
remix is
The remix is Don Toliver and Rema.
Yeah, I saw that.
and Rema. Oh yeah, it's Omale. Yeah.
So
okay.
Omale-
Yeah, Omale came out
Yeah,
and they
his
were
verse is
comparing
so-
it with. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, Fire's verse. So I mean, bro, things already songs buzz before the song is run out.
That's crazy.
I mean, Finesse.
Yeah.
Finesse became one of the biggest songs last year, and
Yeah.
it was from TikTok that the guy decided to release the song.
Yeah.
There's this guy. In fact, there's one guy, J.O. And you're 22, too hard to handle. Well, I want to handle. One guy like this in the UK. He has 2 songs. 2 of them balls on TikTok first. Bro, like there's this other guy, Adnock. I think it's Odunsi's brother. He has the OPP, Okbokba, they are TBG.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Bro, they are disturbing it. They are begging him to release the song. Song
Wow.
is not out.
That's crazy.
Like that's how crazy the reach is. So at the end of the day, that should also let you know that at this point, yeah, if we can get quality, then I think we can even do it from here. We just need to be able to navigate the space properly and get the quality out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people just need to try and support. But like I said, I feel like people haven't been given the material to support. If you give them the material to support and it doesn't look, they don't look like there's a condescending factor to supporting African artists here. People think like there's a thing, people look down on it, like, but I think it came from the fact that people aren't that good. So people's like, oh, like, yeah, I don't want to support something that I don't like.
I also think it comes from, and I don't want to go into this too much, but I think it comes from like just the ability of most artists not able to create some sort of space for themselves, or not not lane but space per se in terms of like the idea of like you said intimate shows. Because like let's put a concert on, for example.
Yeah.
You do a concert and you have all these opening acts, right? Now, if I come in and obviously the show is running behind like 3-4 hours, and then you put on this opening acts whatnot, I'm not interested because I've been here 4 hours. You didn't give me nothing 3 hours, and now, in as much as the opening act might get a few nods here and there, you could have done a lot better if everything went without a sitch. People were on time, did their thing. Again, you as an opening act, treating that like the actual Grammy performance too, because people just like, oh, I'm just here for 5 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the idea of like, creating your own spaces, doing your own small shows.
Yeah.
Again, there's a lot of, like you say, we're in Canada, there's a lot of groundwork.
Like groundwork that needs to
there's
be done.
open mic, there's open mics, there's cafes where you can go perform at for like 5-10 people and have a conference, tell them your story, and they will resonate a little bit more with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
each person there knows probably like 1,000 people. They can spread them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
we have to do a lot of ground ripple effect,
bro, that's what I'm saying. It has to start from the grassroots, and that's what I think a lot of people don't understand that, and they think it's just like, well, let's just do social media. No, social media is there and it's good, but man, like you don't know who you can just walk into and just see. And
social media definitely should still be primary though.
very no doubt. But again, the
right?
grassroots allows you to even become a better performer, be a better
As you're pushing music online, try and put yourself in celebration. And I think that's why artists try to go to the club. Because like I said, clubs are easy access. You can quickly know the DJ, sort in a couple dollars, and you can perform your song, right? So I also know that's where it stems from, which I admire, because it's good to, as you're pushing your music online, you want to go to real life and play for people. But I think, there's just a certain level of, you just play it and you go. So people just stick around for that 2 minutes when your song is playing, and they get back to their organized.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of artists, they're very talented and they do their stuff in the studio. Record is amazing and stuff. But some people don't feel the need to put as much effort into their stage presence. Because I feel like no matter how you got to the stage and no matter which stage it is, as long as you find yourself on that stage, be it club, however you got there, be it club, I feel like you can make a certain impression at least.
Yeah, for sure.
A certain type of and that goes a long way. You find people that like, whether they're opening or whatnot, some don't know how to hold the mic, some don't know how to actually, grow. Your MP3 is playing all right? Yeah. You're not even flowing with your own song, and then you're trying to throw the mic to the crowd. This is a new song. Nobody knows that song, right? Sing your heart out, rap your heart out, do your shit, right? Show you're born to be there. Show you're meant to be there. This is what you want. Some people just come there and just do and stuff. Like, it's like, I know a lot of people have stage frights or whatever. People are not used to it. But like, if you know that, or if you feel like at some point, you're doing music, at some point you're going to be on stage, then work on that. Maybe while you're working on it, you notice that you actually have a problem, performing live or something. Then you can try to work on those weaknesses. But if you don't, and you don't find those flaws, you go on stage, you are freezing out.
Yeah,
right?
We are even in the larger conversation, right? We're in the era of like independence. So every artist is independent. Not many artists go to any artist development or go there. Every artist develops in front of us.
True.
We literally were killing Ashake like a year ago. And yes, we're all beginning up at the Jimmy Fallon. He basically learned in front of us, right?
Yeah.
So we're in the era. So there's not a lot. So there's not. I guess we're in the era of independence. Everybody's working in real time to be better. But then, like I said, there has to be. You have to want to be better.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to want to be better.
If you don't want to be better, or if you don't, if you don't want to be better, then you wouldn't be better. But then again, like I said, I also feel like there's a certain level of follow come, as Nigerians will say. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. If you got it, you got it. I'm sure when it comes to Afrobeats, I'll tell you that for free.
Nah, man. But I wanted to ask, man. So I don't know if you saw this, man. Davido apparently, allegedly said, I think in a conversation or tweet something, where he spent 170 million on 2 videos. Did you see that?
Yeah.
100 million with TG and 70 with Twitch.
Yeah.
I think. What are your thoughts on that?
So 2 things. If the values are real, if you actually spend that, then I need to know the math. Because generally, like, the way Davido is operating, right? the marketing budget cannot be endless now.
Yeah.
Because this is we're probably experiencing the greatest rollout we've seen for a Nigerian album.
For
ever.
sure.
Right? And it costs. And like, where are they going to recoup that from?
Yeah.
Where just like
Mattel.
that's crazy. Like, and because obviously
I'm not about that, chief.
because I'm thinking about the big picture,
Yeah.
right? If I spend 100 million on a music video, how much is your marketing? How much?
Exactly.
How much you go do? Yeah, like that's a whole lot of money. But then it's like sometimes it's just like this nigga, like sometimes it's very deep, especially like it seems like he just spends.
Yeah.
Just like he's just on his spending streak.
And he's happy doing that.
But then
though.
again, at the end of the day, they're a business, so they definitely have their math.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking from the
Yeah.
general standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
A part of me feels like it is some form of marketing.
Yeah.
Exactly. I said the same thing too.
I think I don't.
But then how does that affect TG and Twitch?
They did this today. Their price will increase. Now.
Their price increase.
You're developing 100 million. You're not gonna bring your 20 million video.
But then how does that not affect emerging artists who then want to start shooting videos?
Actually, so what happens here in the situation is that now there is no better time to be a video director that can make use of limited resources than now. Because there are certain people that feel the need to want to charge exorbitant prices.
Yeah.
Because
So
that guy is doing.
If you can deliver something on the budget, I think you can steal the show. Because it seems like there's a high now for video directors in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because they are aware of the foreign money flowing into Afrobeats. And I think there's a certain level of they know these values. I mean, sometimes they are in cahoots with the artists to collect this money.
Yeah.
So I think if you do so if you're a video director and you can make good work with a smaller budget. Till today, Burna hasn't shot with TG.
Yeah.
True.
Well, from what I even know of them, I don't think they will pay 100 million for any video.
Brother.
But I is not going to say
Brother.
when I was struggling, where were you?
Brother directed his last.
He did was it Vanilla with eyeglass
Snapchat. I'm sure Snapchat paid for that video.
Bro, yeah, they paid for that video.
I don't. So at the end of the day, it just depends, honestly. Like at the end of the day, Burna not like that. Yeah, I mean the people that are paying TG, like I said, they have their math in place, right? They have their books in, so they know why they can, or they know they can do that, and it's part of the promo. Now I guess TG has become that big. He can use. People can actually say, I'm paying TG 100 million. Everybody be like, wow, we can now. There's a picture for an unavailable video. Wow.
Is the marketing on its own now?
Let's see what that 100 million video is. Some people will kill it. Some people will
For sure.
I feel like they will enter that video.
Guy.
There's this new artist, Cade. Sydney Tucker directed his video.
Yeah.
So now he's debuting as a,
and that makes sense, right? Sydney is a content creator.
he's a content creator,
So
right?
he does have the eye for storytelling.
For storytelling, yeah. So at the end of the day, like, yeah, if you can do that, I mean, yeah, if you can do things on a lower budget, I mean, there's people like even on a big scale, but on a smaller scale, there's like Fallon more, right? Who is like the Ote guy.
Yeah,
I'm sure he does. I think I heard that he used to work with very limited resources. I used to create some of the craziest things back then. Now that if you give him a bigger budget. Because like I said, Afrobeats, the big ones are getting a lot of money. Like the budget allocation for music videos are actually a lot. Some people are being exorbitant, like I said, but there are some people that if you give them a couple thousands, they will do some crazy with it.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
But,
over the weekend, Style Bender. Who did he fight again?
I don't know that guy, but he knocked the fuck out of that guy though.
Yeah, I'm not a UFC.
I didn't watch it. I was in the club. But I saw it on Melody's stuff, and I had to go on Twitter quick to find.
Yeah, I just heard that he won and he did his finishing move on it. Like he did his finishing move on him. That, anyways.
Yeah, so the guy did arrow
when he beat Israel.
arrow celebration when he beat Israel. So when Israel beat him, shot him back the arrow 3 times.
And with celebration. But I had to ask, so my reason for saying that was the context for that. That's the premise, but the context they were celebrating the club, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw that tweet where TAJ said.
Dancing, just like men that dancing.
Just like men that dance in the club. So like, she's like they should pretend that they're big boys, but these are big boys.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No, that person is not for you. To be honest, it's not for you.
No, but she's a DJ. That's the thing.
Yeah. You're DJing for people to feel yourself. So for her to actually come and say that, you really, I don't know, man. So you only DJ for ladies or what? Like,
bro, I mean, conversations like that just kill me. But at the end of the day, I mean, if she likes a nigga that, so she's saying that she likes a guy that, so even if you don't have money, act like you don't have money.
I don't think it's. I guess like that. Carry yourself a certain way, and
if you have money, I guess you wouldn't do it. But then there are niggas that have money that
still do it. Yeah.
So like, what happens then? I guess what now offsets it is the fact that they actually have money, right?
Yeah.
So she would actually.
And they're not doing
she won't look
Ooh.
it. But if you don't have bar and you're not dancing, I don't have anything to unlook because you actually don't have bar in real life. You're not dancing.
Yeah.
I don't get. There's like so many contexts, but I think
I see that context. You just
yeah, like
that.
so there's it's yeah. I don't know. I don't know what she's trying. I know what she's trying to say. She's just trying to say niggas that dance too much in the club is an ick, right? The other unfortunate thing is that I feel like Twitter is a very funny space.
That is a funny album
because people bullied her, right? Because it's TAJ.
Yeah,
I think there's that aspect, right? Because she has said a couple of other stupid things in the past. I guess maybe like do you understand or not necessarily stupid, but a lot of things in the past. But I think to an extent. Because I mean, I hear conversations about people saying, "Oh, we don't like." A lot of girls don't like guys that boss moves in the club. Like it's a thing. Like they don't like guys that leg walk in the club. Like, but now here's the thing. I think that's a Twitter thing. I think white people now entered her. So and this is the big context of what I'm about to say. People pick and choose when to agree with Twitter.
Of course,
Twitter mindsets.
Yeah,
like it's a Twitter thing that there's an ick for guys that leg walk in the club. Like people say that it's a conversation. TAJ comes and says. Basically the same thing that
you don't like people
that we don't like people that dance in the club, and everybody's like that, yeah. Oh, that one is for your pocket because in real life, niggas be dancing in the club and have money. But y'all don't consider that real life context every time. Sometimes y'all still say, "Yo, don't dance in the club because it icks me out." But then you guys understand that it's not real life. Like Twitter is not real life. I don't know if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so they pick and choose when to like. Accept the Twitter concept versus the real life concept, right? Because I think they're very different, right? Because I think on Twitter, it happens on Twitter because there are a few people in real life that make it a thing to come on Twitter to say, I don't like niggas that dance in the club. But I think dancing in the club doesn't change anything for anybody.
I don't think change anything. I think that's what's supposed to be. Like,
yeah, bro, that's the shit.
To have a good time.
Yeah. But then when people enter that for that, when it's time to talk about leg walking in a circle, you still enter people that leg walk in a circle. So I don't know, man. It's just bro.
Okay, we got to talk about the leg work in a second.
Leg work in a second. You like yeah.
I'm for like, and I know we're staying on the club conversation for a bit, but I'm on like, I don't know, man. The circle thing throws off the vibe around that because then everybody's kind of focused on that and not focusing on their own vibe for the most part. So I'm good for it, but I think it has like a time limit. There's a time limit. It has to be a time limit to that thing because. People can do that for hours and like.
Yeah, see, as we're trying to like put time limits on when people should have fun. If that works for you, man, dance in the circle.
No, but in that case, it's not just you having fun. You are impeding in other people's fun. That's where where the problem comes because you are trying to make it so you're pushing everybody apart.
And everybody's just watching.
Everybody, you're now literally what that means is you're creating a state.
But I think you can unwatch it, can't you?
You can
watch. You can watch.
No, but I'm saying you can unwatch. You can go and dance.
But you're not interested in dancing by yourself.
The reason why you're looking is because there's attention there, right?
Yeah.
For like, I mean, a group of people want to actually look at that. That is why they're looking at it. If you don't want to look, you look
something. That's coming from me on my podcast.
Like, I don't think. I feel like people are too harsh on people who dance in the club. Like,
I don't have anything against them.
Generally, like I said, in real life, it's not even a thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a few people that have an issue with it that can make it a thing to speak on it. But obviously, if you are a dancer in the club, that's cool. Like, have fun. I mean, the girls that don't like it will not be for you, right?
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like maybe because
I've
also been in that space. I'm not in that space where you can't have everybody.
No, you can't.
You have who is meant for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you don't like the fact that I leg walk in the club, then I will not date you. Do you understand? And you say, as a guy that's leg walking in the club, you know if you leg walk go meet, by the way, you know, say she no one.
I want to switch this for a second. I want to play something real quick that someone sent me, a friend of mine, and then we'll kind of wrap it up from there. And I want to get your thoughts on it.
All right.
See, you must be very careful, you know, because a lot of people have dated the man that's meant to introduce them to their husband. Great. Not everyone that you find attractive, you must date. Wow. I'm a business always after you. Very, very important. You must. Some of you have dated the man's. Oh, God. Oh. Be careful that you don't then date the connector and you miss the connection.
Wow.
Hey.
I need that on an Afrobeats song.
Be careful that you don't date the connector and you miss the connection.
The connection.
Wisdom. Shit.
Not every woman that you see that you find out you must date. Your prayer partner. But because people are craving for marriage and I want to settle down, nothing wrong with that. But be careful. Because if you date somebody and it doesn't work out, even if they're the connector, I don't think they'll connect you.
I don't lost.
Yo, I saw that video, man.
Yeah, you saw it?
I saw the video. It's the nigga
So
that's
now-
this nigga that's trying to be a pastor.
Pastor, yeah.
Yeah. So now I now feel bad for the guys that actually don't know that they are connectors, but they're trying to get the babe, but they don't know that they are.
I think
connectors.
every connector can be a connection.
True. Short circuited.
ACDC.
So you are a connector for this girl, but you might be the connection for that.
But that's the problem with marketing. Because you are focusing on this one, not knowing you are the connector. When you're supposed to be going for your actual connection, maybe you miss that opportunity.
Funny, not thinking about it, he might not be. I mean, he's super. Obviously, the whole thing sounds super performative. That nigga's putting on a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that like most of Nigerian churches anyway?
Bro, he's not the one that threw someone pillow, but they said it's weighted blanket. And the person fell inside it. I saw one. A female pastor, right? Had a gentleman suck her breast. I don't know which kind of deliverance that is.
Sorry,
yeah, suck her breast. Yeah.
Wait, a female pastor.
A female pastor at I don't know if he's delivering the guy. I don't know what kind of prayer he's praying for the guy, but see, in front of the congregation there, like, she put out the breast. And the guy was talking, and I'm like, bro, this guy has gone from church to anything else. He now held her waist. I'm like, bro, what is going on, bro? You can't call that place a church because I don't be knowing.
Yeah, I think that video was super performative. I think at the end of the day, but I think there's something to hold from it, though. I don't think it's outright.
He had her waist. He had her waist.
No, not the breast.
I'm still stuck on you suck breast and you hold waist. I'm kind of. It's not. Wait.
I think that's that one.
I think when you suck breast, your hand is on the breast. No, like.
No, you have to pull her close. Maybe she's trying to step back. You're sucking too much. You now hold her and why are you running?
What's your takeaway from the performative video?
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think what the guy is just a bad performer. Because he can expand more on it and maybe come off more legit. But like I said, he said, he's talking about the connector, the connection. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I think everybody is a connector and a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and it's back to the conversation we just had about who is for you, and who is not for you, is not for you.
Yeah.
So just, I guess, based on my own religious faith, just pray you meet who is for you, right? And whoever is meant for you will be for you as long as you align, and whoever is not for you will not be for you. So everybody is a connected. What is a connection? Like, it's just about, yeah. But then again, you don't. I don't know. He just made it sound like it is written on our head. Like, you just like. I guess that's the whole point of the religious aspect of it. Right?
This is the plug that person's sockets.
Yeah.
I guess that's, like I said, there's something there. I guess there's like a religious part to it. It's like, yeah, like who will be for you will be for you, and who will not be for you will not be for you. I think that's just we can take away from it. But still, though, that nigga is super performative and he's trying to cash out. Simple.
Yeah.
Because I'm not on. Well, maybe I am, sure, but I'm not. I don't think I'm super anointed yet.
I'm telling you,
and I was able to deduce that, so that he ain't saying anything that's too crazy.
Guys are not super anointed.
Yeah, so he's just saying what we fucking know, man. Like, bro. Like, but then again, you use that one now, collect offering.
Yeah, that's what he wants to use to trend. As he's saying that, but he tell the camera, "Come on, cut that part." Put it on Instagram
and TikTok.
Yeah, and TikTok, bro.
Trending. The marketing department working on steroids. Yeah. And some niggas, I hope nobody's chopping that shit, but some people would.
Some people are eating. No, see, that's one thing about, I think Africa, like, there's always somebody that is going to believe in any this thing that they cook up. Almost every weird church that they bring has congregation. For some reason, they have. Like,
bro, it's actually. I don't know if it's a Nigerian thing or it's a human. Is it a human thing or it's just a Nigerian thing?
Backyard bands.
It's that good shit.
I was gonna do a quick trivia because since you know so much about music, which you've been a blessing on this pod, but the knowledge you shared, I want to do a trivia about Canada. See how much you know about Canada. Well, both of you actually. I'm gonna ask you guys, and we'll see.
Epic feel.
I never even get my PR.
Who knows? Maybe immigration might catch this video and let us know if.
Do not base your decision solely on this video if you are working in the IRS.
All right, let's start with something easy. So, name Canada's 5 big banks.
There's the obvious TD Bank, CIBC, Bank of Montreal, RBC, and that's 4, right?
That's 4.
And I think the last one would be Scotia.
Yeah.
So say it again.
So TD, CIBC, RBC,
BMO,
Bank of Montreal, and Scotia.
And Scotia.
You mean is your answer any different?
Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Each get a point. All Canadian airports.
But that was correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah.
All Canadian airports have one specific letter in them. What letter is that?
Why?
Come on.
Yeah.
She travelers.
Yeah. After last month, I'm a traveler. Bruh, I enter flights in first time in 11 years, but let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. First time in 11 years. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which 2 Canadian cities have or have had NBA teams?
Toronto.
Hold on. One at a time.
I think Toronto and I think it will be between Calgary and Montreal, but I want to go with Calgary. Montreal is a bit too obvious. Calgary.
Okay. You mean you?
Vancouver and Toronto.
Yeah.
So
So he's leading right now, 4-3.
I forgot about Van.
Yeah, you got Toronto for sure.
Yeah.
The 4 biggest urban areas in North America are Mexico City, New York, Toronto, and Los Angeles.
Yeah.
What position is Toronto in between these 4?
So it's Mexico, Toronto, New York, and
Los Angeles.
Toronto is between 3rd or 4th. So I'm going to say it is 3rd.
Okay. How about you?
2nd.
All right. Taj got it.
Yep.
So that's 4-4. It's 3rd. Why is Toronto called the 6th?
Because of the area code.
No.
Is that wait? Let me think. Is it the area? Is that the area code or is downtown shipped as the 6? No. I don't know.
Yeah, why is Toronto called the 6th?
It's because of there are initially 6 boroughs in Toronto.
Fuck, true. Okay, I heard that before. I heard that.
So I'll give you 1 point for that. Can you name the 6 boroughs though?
Okay. Etobicoke, North York, East York, York, North York, East York, downtown Toronto. Wait, that's how many?
Isn't that?
You've named 4.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, I said Etobicoke.
Etobicoke, North York, East York.
North York, East York.
The Saga part of that.
No. There's York.
Yeah.
There's York. So that's what then. No,
Is Vaughan
so not York. Huh? No, Vaughan is not. Scarborough is.
Scarborough is, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Scarborough, North York, East York, York, downtown Toronto, and Etobicoke.
Yeah, so technically downtown is called Old Toronto, but yeah, you're right.
Old Toronto, yeah.
Yo, wait. First of all, I just moved to Toronto like last year, so I don't know this shit. It's not for free. So,
what percentage of people refer to Toronto as the 6th? So is it 15%? Is it 7%? Is it 10%? Or is it 12%?
I don't know.
12%.
I'll go with 12 as well.
Wrong. Apparently 7%.
7%?
7%. Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy that 7% of people refer to it as a 6.
I was thinking
I
between
think
10 and 12.
6% of that is Nigerians.
I think just
Name 3 Canadian-born music artists.
Justin Bieber.
Mm.
I think like Alicia Carr. In the weekend.
Mm. I mean, how about you?
Shania Twain.
Actually, I can put Shawn Mendes in mine somewhere.
Yeah. Shania Twain. Selena Dion.
Selena what?
Celine Dion.
Like, who the hell is that?
Celine Dion. Justin Bieber.
All right, yeah, you guys are both right. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Weekend is Scarborough Burn. I'll be marking one of those cities.
Yeah. 1000%.
Toronto is the origin of the longest street in the world. What is the name of the longest street?
Bro, there's a bunch of them because I've been on these goddamn. Is that Bathurst or is it Bathurst or is it Queen?
Yes, true. Oh.
Or is he Young? I think he's Young.
So what's your answer?
Shit. Okay, that's crazy. Is it Bathurst? Because Bathurst Street is long.
I feel like it's between two for me. It's between King and Dundas. I think Dundas.
So Dundas for you, Mina?
Yeah.
Man, there's too many streets. I don't know. I'll pick Bathurst just cause.
Shit, man. If you stayed with Young.
Young was Young.
Oh, that was Young. Oh, shit.
Bro, there's some streets that bro, I'm in my house and I'm seeing the streets. And I'm downtown and I'm still on that same street. Like, how are these streets connected? Even that Kill is like on my street and Kill is long.
Yeah.
Last question. Canada's national, actually one more question for this. Canada's national animal is what?
Hey.
Is mosquito.
Why would you say mosquito, bro?
I mean, they say that. I mean, it's either the mosquito or the geese.
The geese, the goose.
One of them, I don't know.
A beaver.
I mean, that's right. Shit, man. You're ready to be Canadian.
Bro,
Wait, what's the beaver? Am I tripping?
is that one that has this thing like this?
Yeah, that's the.
It look like
official-
cockroach, but it's
Yeah.
like stronger cockroach with that.
That's interesting. I actually didn't know that.
Last question. Somebody came out and said, licking ass is more intimate than holding hands.
Is that a question?
Or is that a conversation?
Or is that a conversation? wait, but licking.
I mean, yeah. We're looking at more like
More intimate than holding hands.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like you're eating someone's ass. Like you have to, like,
That's literally I'm on your ass. That
like,
you are literally
you have to be in love, like, or not in love,
not in love.
but
It
like,
might be some people's kink.
yeah, but exactly you. I mean,
But you gotta be in love to hold hands, no?
Yeah, that's.
I seen that video where that woman laugh. Let me not laugh.
I feel like it's holding hands because holding hands can be considered a PDA. It can be considered a PDA.
Yeah, as in, so you're talking scientifically, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Like,
Like,
I'm talking like math.
Yeah,
because
I
like,
guess.
Trust me, I would handle. I ain't got no love there, bro. I tell you that for free.
okay, you are the anomaly. But
So
I
wait,
feel
for
like
you
it's
guys, holding hand is
Yeah,
serious.
bro.
Yeah, I feel like
I know they hold out, dude.
yeah, holding hand is
How did I
actually
hold this a couple weekends ago?
How they hold out?
You hold on. Even when driving, sometimes.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
No, that's if I do that, that's now considered intimate. It's like okay.
So it's not
yeah.
eating.
No, the thing is, eating ass. Well, first of all, it's hard to even get there in the first place. And another thing, there's more people that like it as a plaything or whatever, and it's something that you only do in one beer. You can't.
Okay. That's why I said. At the end of
It's
the day,
just
I
an
guess,
indoor activity.
I guess scientifically, facts wise, like it's probably holding hands. Maybe I am the anomaly. Yeah, I can definitely.
But I understand that eating ass is like you are in there, you are in the person's skin, literally. But
well, I mean, I can do like. I mean, okay. Well, they said more into like which one is more intimate, right? Okay, maybe I might. Bro, fuck no, man. Like, bro, what is holding hands, man? Like, bro, while holding hands,
holding hands is actually a lot.
Oh, TMZ will just
actually a
tie
lot.
this couple. They were spotted
They are holding hands, yeah,
What the fuck,
bro.
Holding hands,
And they will not take a picture. 3 frames of picture will be different zooms into the holding hand. they get a big picture from far, they zoom it, and they do. Oh, the hand is actually locked.
I guess holding hands refers to a form of like, this is mine. This is mine. Not mine in terms of like I own this. It's just like, this is mine.
Like,
this is
my person.
So I guess that's where it is.
Yeah.
But if you're eating ass of somebody that's not yours,
You're literally doing pornography.
right, bastard. There's no that. Like, if you're like a serial ass eater,
that's the problem.
I'm sorry, I think that's craziness. You can't. Come on, man.
Imagine you just be like, oh no, I don't hold that. That's too romantic. And then you just
But
go
then again,
like
like I also see the
spreading.
angle. I also see the angle of like eating ass doesn't mean I necessarily like you as much. I feel like I can make sense of the fact that holding hands might represent more. But definitely don't be eating ass so people you don't like. Like, that's so nasty. Like I'm already against fucking like having. Can I?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm against fucking girls you don't like. Talk less of eating ass. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, that's not right, man. don't fuck with men you don't like. Definitely don't eat ass with girls you don't like. Who's not
So
like
when you say like how you say girls you don't like, what is like?
Okay, when I mean like I would say like you should I say rate?
Okay, rate.
Like in terms of what I mean like you there's a potential with this person.
Okay.
Like past just a casual. Do you understand?
Okay.
Like, this is somebody that if you have sex with them, they don't need to leave your house that night.
Yeah.
They can spend a day or two at yours. Like this is somebody you have to like them enough. Like you like them enough that you respect them. Do you understand? Like you respect them. Like I can't like I feel like guys fuck girls they don't.
I was gonna say that. Like,
they don't
hookup
race,
culture
they don't
is
like.
big,
Yeah,
right
they
now.
don't rate. They don't have. Like don't fuck with men. You don't like if you smash a girl and mainly you don't, you need her out of your house, like your house, like then I'm sorry, like you shouldn't be fucking her.
You're definitely an anomaly.
Yeah, and normally because there's hookup culture and there's prostitution, and then
I'm definitely an anomaly.
Yeah.
I try not to. Like
it's an urge and you just want to get it out.
Not saying that's something I do. I'm just saying
no.
It's out there. It's like some people just want to just
Very
read that
strong
urge,
opinion.
right?
Yeah, like here's the thing, right? Like, bro, like I'm not saying you can't like and rate multiple people.
Yeah.
If you smash a girl and you need her out of your house immediately, then I'm sorry, you should not be smashing that person.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Like, bro, niggas kicking girls out at 4 a.m. in the morning, bro. Come on, man. Like, bro, why? Or having to drop her off, like, let her stay over or something. Like, chill with her. Like, just hang out. Well, Misha, I've just sort of passed that stage.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Obviously, I can't like multiple people. So that's also
Yeah, Black Boots 2.0.
yeah.
That actually remind me of someone. I know someone that don't they kick somebody out in the middle of the night before. It's like, yeah, you're not meant to sleep here.
As a roommate though, I might just be like, hey, like
Don't bring it to me. I'm making it too close. I just said I know somebody. I'm making it too close.
you can't be outside.
Yeah.
She said she can't be outside. Like, why did you bring back? I thought that was just your head.
Stay the night culture became heavy in this city though. I didn't even know you guys bring a lot of stay the nights here.
So when you say this, you gotta say Toronto.
You guys
stay
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah, this is like an hour drive away. We are a lot secluded from Toronto, man. Yeah.
No. Us that are just a couple minutes from like clubs and stuff. Yeah, so what is there? Like I've had a girl come with me from the club, and she spent 2 days. That was the first time I met her. Yeah.
Huh?
2 days from
She spent
club.
she spent
The first
a
time.
night. But
Did you guys have conversation before, like leading up to that? That was the first time you met her.
yeah, we met at like the after party.
Whoa.
From the club after party,
And then she came to my house, we kicked it, and it was we kicked it the whole day. She slept that night, we kicked it the whole day. And she slept the next night, and then she left the next day at the end of the day.
See what I'm seeing here. She did not bring spare clothes, slippers.
She wore
and all of that, bro. All of that stuff, and she literally was home. She was comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, in the morning she got toothbrush. We got toothbrush. Actually, I had spare toothbrush. I had spare towel.
Yeah.
I had two because I just moved. So I had all this stuff, like a bunch of new stuff. So she kicked it with me. till the next day, and we spent the whole day just kicking it. Just we're lazy.
Did you guys still talk?
Nah, unfortunately, nah. We don't talk.
He has advanced level of kicking out.
That's the.
I won't kick you out the same night. After a couple nights, maybe.
I'm not that guy.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah, but we stopped talking just because.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it just was because I guess we just didn't want the same thing.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm sick. Like, oh shit, I shouldn't cast myself here. Because but personally, I like things like that. Personally, like, I like making a girl comfortable. I like kicking it. Like first day, we can do 2 days together. We can do the weekend on my side, but that don't mean. After that, we are now like some form of husband and wife.
Nah, you're a sick nigga though. You're a sick
No, that's not sick. I love that, bro.
No. You love that for you. You're toxic as much as he is. Because now, at least I go with the guys that kick out the same night or something. So we know we're only here for the fucking.
Yeah.
Now you get people to be comfortable. Man, she use your towel. She use your spare suits and all of that.
It's called the TAJ Agency.
I don't gonna lie. That's it. He's running the conglomerate for that.
It's a situation of like I said, I'm a sucker for the like idea of love. Like I like the concept of falling in love actually. Like I like the concept. I like that intimacy. Like, it's I guess maybe I get there. That's my kink. I'll say that. Like I like that. I like to be super intimate. But just for the weekend. Damn, bro.
Can't hit a man who loves it. God damn, man. One time for time, man.
and she be waiting for the third day to ask what are we, and that could never happen.
Hey, I just said Jesus was on the third day.
So wait, I don't get. So like why would you now be asking what are we in the third day because you stayed 2 days with me? Like you're still gonna have like.
Bro, you kicked it, and bro, that is. Bro, nah.
No. Trust me, I understand. Some people say that that's the worst type of toxic. But then again, like I said, it will never be bad blood.
Yeah,
I can count them other girls I've had anything with that we don't speak today. It's no more than 3. Because I always keep a good relationship. And I try to be as honest as possible with them.
Yeah,
that's key.
I think it's also the things that you need a lot of mature girls, man, that understand that's the contract. You know, the day.
I think it stems more from him.
But then again, I think it's because I'm honest about it.
Yeah,
right?
it stems more from him. Yeah.
The way I just told you this, the reason why I can say it here is because any girl that knows me, I've probably told them this before. So if you choose to rock with it, then you rock with it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Do you understand? Like, but then again, like I said, if after that I would say I will still keep talking to you and then we'll see what's up. Doesn't mean we can't work. Like I'm not saying that that's my aim. I just go 2 days bounce. If 2 days. Then we'll go like a week, we don't see. Then next time we see, maybe I'm not, okay, this might not be something that we can go for. The same thing that happened, or just saying things I didn't like. And it doesn't work out right. Obviously, I know I've already built the precedent that we spent some time together. So it feels like, okay, this is my person already. But I feel like regardless, there should still be some form of, you have to understand that it's still early stages, right? Yeah. Like, cause like me, I like to, like, yeah, people have been talking stages for 2 weeks. No, not me. I will do some time. Like I need us to, cause I want to be able to date somebody and not. Yeah, I want to be able to date somebody and not cheat, right? And I need to make sure that I like you well enough.
I believe in that.
So
I believe in that.
So
I agree with you.
So I need my time to make sure that everything is ironed out properly. Yeah, do you understand? I'm not getting into a relationship after 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, to talking stage for 2 weeks.
There's a difference between come spend the night over and let's kick it. Kick it is a long open.
He does the two.
Yeah, everything.
He comes spend the night and kick it. That's 2 nights.
Yeah,
that's it. Your kick it is a couple weeks. He's kicking and spending the night.
Yeah, but I know some people kill me for it, but it is what it is.
No, for sure. I think we're grown ups and that's just what life is, and people choose what they want to do. And
as long as
again, like you said, it's for you. If it's for you, it's for you.
So yeah, like I said, I like the concept of falling in love. So if we did that weekend, and you know we're on the high, we can run it again the next week. We can hang out. You know, we're just on that I feel like it's weird, but like it's just that constant high of just keep hitting highs until obviously we become 18, and then we can now balance out. And
it's a great love story too, man.
Yeah, I like shit like that.
We saw each other on the weekends.
That's crazy.
Top 3, not top 3, but 3 artists that you currently listen to in Canada right now in terms of Afrobeat artists.
Don't
besides
do that to
K,
me.
besides
Don't do that
K,
to me.
besides
Don't-
K and
And
New
Nu.
and African, which I'm African is in Nigeria,
Yeah.
right?
No, she's in America.
She's American, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Should I add Bolu to the list?
don't fucking do that.
No.
I'm okay. So in terms of listening to, so,
CBG is one group, by the way.
fuck. Okay, I fuck. Yeah, no. I won't. It's not like so. Obviously. So personally, firstly, I'll start with like D1. You know D1.
Yeah, I know D1.
Yeah.
I don't think there are many Afrobeats writers in the world better than D1.
Mm.
Like, no, he's a great artist. So like, he makes great music. So like, even him being a musician is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pen,
Endgame.
that brother is special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he has only 2 songs out, so he hasn't really started his career.
I think he had more songs. I think he just cleared.
He cleared his whole thing. Yeah, and he's
I met him sometime last year. I was like, bro, like he said he had to.
he knows his fucking shit.
He knows his shit.
Yeah,
No, for
God
sure.
damn it, the guy is special. Like,
Yeah.
I just hope somebody. I mean, there's a certain big artist that jacked this song,
Mm.
but we'll mention the name. Big artist jacked the song, and yeah, I think he's special. So I play a lot of his unreleased music on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
The songs that he shares with me.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, he has done one of the greatest things I've seen. He wrote a song about a friend's love life, like the friend friend shares with him.
Yeah.
And he made a song for that person in
Mhm.
regards to that the situation the person was in.
Mm.
It was about a young couple wanted to get married, but the families were not really aligning.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote a song about the short song, and that's one of the greatest things I've seen happen in real time.
Right.
So yeah, there's D1 Wave. I think is amazing. I hope when he starts pushing out music, people get behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aside D1, who else am I listening to? I'm listening to Nessa, although she's not Afrobeats.
That's a rock.
No, Nessa, Nezsa.
Okay, I don't know her.
She's like a neo soul artist. She
Mm-hmm.
does have this. Obviously, she's African, she's Nigerian, so she has a bit of
Mhm.
that in there. But she's not the most conventional Afrobeat artist at all. But I think she's amazing. She's currently signed to or she's working with Empire, so then Mr. Easy them. So
Oh yeah.
she's dope as
And
fuck.
she's based in Canada.
Yeah, she's based here.
Oh,
But
that's dope.
and that's the thing. Like I said, once again, people don't operate here. People live here.
They don't
but
operate
they
here.
don't operate here.
That's dope.
She just. And then again, because Afrobeats is very general now, there's like an online industry
Yeah.
where you can actually work your music through, and your music just segues into that space and
Mm-hmm.
oscillates between Canada, America, and the UK and bits of Nigeria, because that's our like major.
Yeah.
And it's just purely an internet audience, not grassroots level.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there's Nessa, and then there's Nessa, there's D1, and who would be the last person in Canada I'm listening to? I mean, I'm listening to a lot, but like I'm just trying to look for the one because you said 3, and I'm gonna try and keep it to 3. I would say, that's tough. Cause I'm trying to like, there's people coming to my head, but I need to know who is the third person that who is the third on that list. Do you understand?
It isn't like an all-time thing, just something you're currently like, you know.
Currently.
Yeah, I think currently I'm listening to. There's this guy called Oluwasoft.
Oh yeah.
He has this song.
Yeah, that song. That song's a club
Can I
out there,
feel
bro.
you?
Yeah.
The first time, I think that
I heard it at the club one time. I was like, yo.
I think
Wait,
that-
Oluwasoft, is it the one that used to do skates?
No.
Oh no, that's a different Olu. That one is in Nigeria.
Yeah, this one.
okay.
There's this. Yeah, I was thinking, oh my god, I hate the fact that I don't know the song. Let me pull it up quickly. Oh my god, that's my job. Me and Nubi fuck with that song. I trust me, it's very hard to make like a song. But what the hell? I'll be Apple Music don't cancel my subscription.
I mean, while he's doing that, I want you to think of Young 3.
Yeah, here's a song called Yeah? What's the name of the song?
It's the new one, though.
This one I've seen many choices. Is that the name of that song? That is not the name of the song I'm singing. That is in my head.
Is it any choices?
No, it's not that. It can't be that. If that's the name of the song, then I'm tripping.
I think it is.
Is this? Sure. No, hold on, give me a sec. It is though.
It is.
That's the main song. Why did I think that did not come from that? But that's the main song. Lots of main choices, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the track. So yeah, I think those are the 3 songs from people based in the side of the world. I got put onto this random ass guy in Calgary actually.
I think I know the guy.
Yeah, the guy's dope as fuck.
Did a cover of. Is this a song that's the cover? It's a cover for another song. Maybe it's not the same guy. Move something.
No, there's one guy called Hecko.
Yeah, that's the guy. Hecko.
That's him. Yeah, fucking hard.
Just did it. Isn't that a song? Isn't that a cover to a song? Is that an actual?
No. Someone sent me his music. I guess maybe that's where people knew him from.
Yeah.
Someone sent me his music. And I was like, yo,
So it sounded like another. Like he sounded like a cover to a song, but I could be wrong.
Hecko. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, he's basically Canada, but people don't know. Actually, that would be top of my list. But then he's semi-blown. Azanti.
Oh yeah, that's Auntie.
Like
He just moved here.
Yeah.
Like a year now.
No, not really. He's been here a while. He did Great Lakes here.
What?
Yeah, he was here. He was here when he released YP and Azanti.
Whoa.
But he was a kid. He was in Great Lakes.
Gotcha.
So
Then he moved back then to
Wow.
Nigeria for a bit.
no, he only went back to Nigeria for the first time like recently.
That's crazy.
He has been around here.
Wow.
He has industry people in his corner, right?
Gotcha.
So people have been working the shit, but he didn't appear for anything. He was almost not visible. He was just just internet guy. Where is he? Nobody knew. Then I was talking to one of his engineers, and they told me that Azanti is in Canada. I said he's a lie. Which Canada? They say he's in Canada. They say he's in Great Lakes. I think in this Canada connecting. That's how I met him and introduced him to my producer in Toronto, and that's how we all became guys. And then Azanti started becoming. Obviously, he graduated. Then now got to uni. Only for me one day randomly in Winnipeg, I went to a club and I saw him there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why are you doing here? He's like, oh, he had started school in university of my town. So
Wow.
and that's when people now realize in Canada because now he's now more in uni, he's out there more.
Yeah.
But it's been in Canada since.
That's crazy.
But he made it out. So him, I mean, I don't like counting also as much because I feel like I listen to also too.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. But Azanti definitely up the list.
Okay.
I forgot about him for a sec.
I mean, how about you?
Recently, not really a lot, but I would say if I would count in the most recent, that I like listening to is just, you say CBG is one group because
Yes, one group, bro. I don't think you.
I just want one. I find CBG and Tommy, to be honest.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy, yeah.
Tommy, I was in a space recently. Tommy played like an unreleased song, fire as fuck.
It's good still.
Yeah, she's
still.
coming. I hope because I know she lost her dad.
Yeah.
So I hope she's ready to be back.
Yeah, she's ready. She was in Vancouver recently.
Yeah, she'll drop.
Me, it's crazy because there's a song with D1 and Zenso. I listened to a lot of Zenso.
Oh, Zenso. Fair
There's
enough.
a song with D1 and Zenso that I love so much, man.
People like that, they don't operate as Afrobeat artists, but
Huh?
Zenso, she's not. I mean, she has Afrobeat songs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going off the fact that she's black.
Fair enough.
So Zenso.
Tell you something about Zanti as well.
Yeah, I heard that one too. I like it too. So Zenso. Would you consider Booth an Afrobeat artist?
I don't know.
He doesn't do it.
Yeah, he's very. I mean, he is.
Because he does use that lamba kind of
he
thing.
is.
So Zenso, Booth, and there's a guy I got put onto recently, and apparently he made some songs out of like depression and stuff. I have a whole Canada playlist.
What's his name?
I met him. I actually met him on Twitter. Let me see if I can find him. I've been listening to this song recently.
I think my third will be Nima.
Yeah, I've listened to Nima as well.
Oh, Nima, she hasn't put out music in a while. So, Addiction by TAJ T.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is actually.
Yeah.
But I'll check out his music too. It's interesting.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. TAJ T, Zenso, and Booth.
Yeah, but then you're like, there's a lot of other guys who.
Oh, for sure. No, there's a lot of other guys.
there's
These are
a
those
lot,
people that we
yeah.
listen to right now.
This is like, yeah.
One I don't come for also.
On my most recently play. That's what I.
Because I definitely listen to like CBG, them Oscar especially.
Oscar has this new
Oscar,
song with Luxor.
Luxor,
I love that song. Shape
Yeah,
shifting.
there's a bunch of them. There's Iman.
There's a bunch of them.
There's a couple of niggas.
I just want to say, like, this is the first time we've actually sat down with someone in the music space. Like, I'm in the music space, but not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I appreciate you for coming out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
I
so
think I'm gonna
much.
kick it with you guys today.
Love.
To chaotic.
Love. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Backyard Bands.
I actually have proverb of the day.
All right.
This one is going to be stupid. Once you hear it, let's just keep it going.
Okay.
So my proverb of the day today is: don't bite the hand that fingers you.
Yeah. Like he said, just keep it pushing.
Yeah, let's keep pushing, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name Mr. Dre. I'm your humble and gracious host. I'm in the building. I have had a very great conversation with my nearest and dearest of friends and a few special neighbors in the building. Irina, sign us out.
Yeah. Signing out from this Ministry of Vibes is your minister, Imina, aka the Free Eagle, aka Triple E, aka the Patrician Eagle, aka you know what's popping. Let's get it popping.
Taj, sign up for us.
Yeah, man. Thanks, guys, for having me. I started to work with you guys today. Came here. Yeah, guys, kindly support my artist. New Baby, KVY, African on all platforms. Yeah, there's a lot from us this year. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to be like the savior, but we're going to do what we're going to do our part.
Yeah, just do your part, man. Yeah.
And whatever happens to the scene happens to the scene. Yeah, support me. Find me on all platforms. Ayomide TAJ. Connect with me. Some of you already know me. I'm in minutes of times on the TL. Connect with me, Ayomide TAJ. You all see me around. If you see me around as well, say hi.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Always. But yeah, thanks for working with me, man. Thanks for having
Tell
me.
these niggas I need a hoodie, by the way.
The boy calls. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to. Okay.
All right, cool, man.
All right, now.
Love.